Financial freedom isn't something a family arrives at, it's something they're handed a head start toward, or they're not. And if there's nothing left over at the end of the month, none of the advice you've heard, ours included, was ever actually built for you.
Okay, that's a hell of a way to open.
It is, but it's true. For years, this show has told people automate $100 a month, dollar cost average, let compound interest do the work. And that's good advice, if the $100 exists.
And for a lot of families right now, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Actually, it's not even that it doesn't exist, it's that it gets spent 3 times over before the paycheck even clears. Groceries, rent, gas, all of it just gone before you've made a single decision about any of it.
Yeah.
So here's what we're doing differently this week. We're not opening with an ETF. We're not opening with a portfolio. We're opening with the step before all of that, because there is a real, repeatable way ordinary families are finding that missing $100, sometimes a lot more than that.
And let me guess, it involves AI.
It involves AI.
Involves AI is doing a lot of work in that sentence, Frank.
Fair. I know exactly how that sounds.
It sounds like every scammy thumbnail on this entire platform.
It does, which is exactly why we're not going to hand you some guy's cherry-picked income screenshot and call it a day. We're going to walk through what actually works, what it actually costs, which is close to nothing, and honestly, where the numbers you've seen online are lying to you.
Okay, I'm listening.
Good, because here's the thing this channel's always been about, underneath all the ETF talk. We don't do hype. We don't do this one-trick nonsense. So when I say AI, I don't mean some app that prints money while you sleep. I mean actual work, a few hours a week, real skills, real effort, just work that didn't used to be possible for one person to do alone, and now it is.
So it's not passive income.
No, it is extremely not passive income. Nobody's Amazon Prime subscription ever built anybody a first $1,000.
Snort. Fair.
But it is fast, faster than almost anything else we've talked about on this show. And the money you make from it, that's not the end goal, that's the beginning of the goal. That extra cash is what eventually goes into the portfolios, the index funds, the stuff we normally spend 20 minutes on.
So this is the before episode.
This is the before episode, because the first thing you need to let go of isn't even about AI, is the idea that you need permission first, or a portfolio, or years of experience, that somebody has to vouch for you before a stranger will hand you money. That's the myth that keeps most people stuck before they even start.
Okay, so what's the actual thing then?
The actual thing is proof, not promised proof, like not trust me, I'm good at this, actual delivered proof before anyone's even asked you for it.
That sounds like working for free.
It kind of is for about 10 minutes. Stay with me. So the method's got a name, sort of. People call it the audit to deal approach. And it's almost stupidly simple once you see it.
Okay.
Step 1, you pick one narrow lane, not I help businesses with marketing. That's too broad. Nobody trusts broad. It's more like I help local dentists get their Instagram looking like they didn't take the photos on a flip phone. Something a person can picture immediately.
Okay, weirdly specific, but I get it.
Right, and specific is the whole point. Step 2, you make a short list, 15, 20 businesses in that lane, ones that clearly haven't gotten around to fixing the thing you just picked. And step 3, this is the part people skip because it feels backwards, you don't pitch them anything.
Wait, you don't ask for the job?
Not yet. You do the work, unprompted. A redesigned graphic, a rewritten headline, a 60-second video walking through exactly what you'd fix and why. You hand it over, no charge, no ask attached.
Okay, but hang on. Doing that for 20 businesses sounds like a full-time job by itself.
It would be if you were doing it the old way. This is where the AI part actually comes in, and it's honestly the boring part, not the exciting part. It's not AI finds you clients or anything like that. It's you're using it to compress 2 hours of design work or research or writing down to 15 minutes so you can actually make 20 of these instead of 2.
Oh, so it's not the strategy. It's just what makes the strategy possible to actually do at volume.
Exactly that. Same as like nobody's binge watching a show because Netflix exists. Netflix just made it possible to do the thing you already wanted to do faster with less friction.
Okay, fair comparison.
And that works isn't magic. It works because you've just skipped the entire part of the sales process that makes people suspicious of you in the first place. Nobody has to imagine what you're capable of. They're already looking at it.
Huh.
And then, step 4, you follow up with one specific offer, not let's work together, way too vague. Something like, I can do 3 more of these by Friday for $200. Small, low risk, easy yes.
Okay, but realistically, how many people actually say yes to that?
Depends on the lane, depends on the week, but here's the thing. You don't need a high percentage. You need maybe 2 or 3 yeses out of 20 to have your first real week of income.
So it's a numbers game with almost no upfront cost.
Exactly, and this exact method is what David used.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Except the first time he tried it, he almost quit after the very first attempt. Because he sent out his first batch, 5 local businesses, all small gyms and boutique fitness studios, since that's the lane he picked, free redesigned Instagram graphics, 1 for each, and then nothing. 2 days, 3 days, total silence.
Oh, that's brutal.
It is, and this is the part I actually want people to sit with. David told us later he almost deleted the whole folder, figured the method was garbage, figured he'd wasted a Saturday for nothing.
I mean, I get that. Silence feels like rejection, even when it's not.
Exactly, and that's actually the exact moment most people quit. Not because the method doesn't work, but because 3 days of silence feels like proof that it doesn't.
So, what changed?
So it wasn't even a big change. He just, instead of waiting to hear back, he sent 5 more. Different studios, same lane. And on day 4, one of them replied, a small boxing gym. The owner just said, wait, who made this?
Who made this is such a specific reaction.
Right? And that's the whole audit to deal thing working exactly as designed. The owner wasn't evaluating a pitch. She was just reacting to something that already existed and already looked better than what she had.
Okay, so then what? Did he just ask for money right there?
Pretty close, yeah. He replied with the offer, 3 more graphics like that one by the end of the week for $150. She said yes within the hour.
Within the hour?
Within the hour. And here's where the AI part actually saved him, because he didn't have 3 hours to spend per graphic, not on top of his actual job. He used an AI design tool to generate the base layouts, wrote the captions with an AI writing tool, and just did the human part, which was picking the right one out of 6 options and tweaking it so it didn't look like every other gym's feed.
So the AI did the heavy lifting, but he was still the one making the calls.
That's exactly it. And that distinction matters because it's the difference between this actually being a skill and just being luck with a chatbot. Anyone can generate an image. Not everyone can tell which one a gym owner will actually want to post.
Okay, so one client, $150. That's not exactly the extra $1,000 a month fix yet.
It's not, but here's where it compounds. That gym owner mentioned him to another studio owner, unprompted, during some class she was teaching. He didn't even ask for the referral. And by the end of week 2, David had 3 paying clients, doing basically the same handful of graphics each week, maybe 45 minutes of actual work per client once he'd built a rhythm.
And the number was?
Just over $600 in 2 weeks, working, he told us, maybe 6 hours total.
Okay, but is that typical, or did David just get a lucky first batch?
Somewhere in between, honestly. Not pure luck, the method works, but 600 in 2 weeks isn't the floor, and it's definitely not the ceiling either.
Okay, give me actual numbers then, not vibes.
Fair. So most people who actually stick with this for a full month, doing it the way David did, land somewhere between $200 and $500 first month. That's the honest floor.
Okay, that's a lot less exciting than extra 600 in 2 weeks.
It is. David was on a faster end, partly because gyms happen to need this constantly, partly because he got a referral early, which isn't guaranteed. By month 3, people who keep at it, layering on a second or third client type, are usually somewhere around $1,000 a month. By month 6, $2,000 to $3,000 if they treat it like an actual small business instead of a one-time experiment.
Okay, that timeline feels more believable than most of what's out there.
It should, because, and this is the part that annoys me about a lot of this content online, you'll see thumbnails going, I made 6 figures a year doing this. And look, I'm not saying nobody's done that.
But
That's someone who's been doing it for years, who's built systems, who's got probably a small team of subcontractors under them at that point. Presenting that number next to here's how to start is...
Frank, stop. That's genuinely how most of these videos work, isn't it? They put the 10-year result right next to the day 1 instructions and just let you assume it's the same timeline.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that actually kind of makes me angry a little.
It should, because somebody who's already stressed about their credit card bill doesn't need a fantasy number. They need an honest floor to actually stand on. $200 in your first month is real. It's small, but it's real, and it compounds if you don't quit after day 3 like David almost did.
I think what gets me is those inflated numbers aren't even lying exactly. It's just they're showing you the survivor, not the average.
That's exactly the mechanism. The algorithm rewards the 6-figure claim because it gets clicked, so that's what gets made over and over until it looks like the norm instead of the exception. Nobody's making a video called I made $300 and it took me a month.
Which, weirdly, is the more useful video.
It is. So if you take anything from this section, it's whenever you see a number online, ask what month of the journey you're actually looking at. Day 1 and year 3 are not the same story, even if the thumbnail makes them look identical.
Okay, so Tier 1 is real, but it caps out around $2,000 to $3,000 a month if you're doing it solo, part-time.
Realistically, yeah, unless you start hiring people to do the delivery work, which is a whole different show.
So what if someone wants more ammunition than that? Like, what's Tier 2?
Tier 2 is where it stops being design graphics for gyms and starts looking a lot more like an actual business, and this is where Sarah comes in. Because Sarah started almost exactly where David did. Same audit to deal idea, same do the work before you ask for anything, except instead of graphics, she picked websites.
Building whole websites? That sounds like a much bigger lift.
It used to be. That's kind of the whole point of this tier. AI website builders now let you go from nothing to a genuinely decent-looking site in a couple hours, not a couple weeks. So her version of the audit wasn't a graphic. It was a live, working mock-up of a business's actual site, built with their real name and photos sent over cold.
Wait, she built the whole site before they even said yes?
Not the final version, like a rough but functional version, enough that a landscaping company or a local dentist could click through it on their phone and go, oh, this actually looks like us, and it's better than what we have.
Okay, so same principle as David, just a bigger piece of proof.
Bigger piece of proof, bigger price tag to match. Her first client paid her $800 for that first build.
So already more than David's first 150.
Right, and that's the trade-off with this tier. It's not faster to your first dollar. Honestly, it's usually slower, because building even a rough site takes more time than one graphic. But once you land a client, the ticket size is a lot bigger.
Okay, but building a site is a real skill. Isn't that a higher bar for somebody just starting out?
It is a slightly higher bar, yeah, I'm not going to pretend it isn't. She'd done some design work before, nothing professional, just comfortable enough with a computer. The AI tools handled the actual coding entirely. Her job was structure, wording, making sure the site didn't feel like a template.
So David's version is more anyone can start tomorrow, and Sarah's version is more you need a little bit of a head start?
That's a fair way to put it. And that's honestly why we're showing you both, because depending on where you're starting from, one of these is going to fit you better than the other.
Okay, so what happened after the first 800?
She kept the same rhythm, one new mock-up a week, sent cold, using the AI tools to keep the build time down to a few hours instead of a few days. Some weeks nothing landed, some weeks 2 did. By month 3, she had 4 repeat and referral clients, doing small updates and new builds, and she was averaging somewhere around $3,000 a month.
Okay, that's a real number.
It is. It's also, I want to say clearly, month 3, not week 2. This took longer to ramp than David's lane did, but the ceiling's higher, and it stays higher because businesses will pay for a website once and then keep paying in small amounts to update it.
So it's less extra cash for the month and more starting to look like an actual second income.
Starting to look like that, yeah. Assuming her numbers aren't just another version of the Survivor thing we just...
Oh, don't you dare do that to me twice in one episode.
Okay, fine. She's a little on the faster side, too, yeah. Realistic range for this tier is more like 500 to 1,500 for that first build, and it usually takes a full month, sometimes 2, before the first yes lands. By month 3, most people doing this consistently are somewhere around 1,500 to 3,000. Sarah's just sitting near the top of that range, not outside it.
Okay, that I believe.
Good, because here's the part that actually matters more than either number, what you do with it once it lands in your account.
Meaning what?
Meaning David's 600, Sarah's 3,000, whatever your version of this ends up being, that's not the finish line. That's the thing this whole show has actually been about for years. That's the money that finally makes automate $100 a month not a joke anymore.
So this really was the before episode.
It really was. You don't need 6 months of runway or a raise you're not getting. You need one narrow lane, 20 businesses, and about 6 hours on a weekend.
Teasing. And a chatbot that's better at layouts than you are.
And that, yeah. Look, we'll be honest, not everyone who tries this lands a client in the first batch. Some people send 20 and hear nothing for a week. That's normal, not a sign to quit.
Gently. David almost did quit, remember?
He almost did, and if he had, we wouldn't have a $600 or a $3,000 story to tell you tonight. We'd just have a folder full of graphics nobody ever saw.
Beat. So if someone's watching this and actually wants to try it this weekend, what do? Literally, step 1.
Step 1, pick one lane, one type of business, one specific thing you'd fix for them. Step 2, list 15 or 20 of them. Step 3, do the work first, unpaid, and send it. That's genuinely it. No course, no certification, no waiting.
Practical. And once the money actually starts coming in?
That's the part people forget. If this turns into real recurring income, it's still income. Set a little aside for taxes. Keep it simple. A basic spreadsheet is plenty at this stage. You don't need an LLC on day 1. You just need to not be surprised in April.
Nodding. Okay, that's actually useful, not just inspiring.
Smiling slightly. That's the goal. Inspiring doesn't pay the electric bill.
Beat. Softer. Okay, before we let you go...
Nodding. Yeah, we should say this clearly. Everything in this episode is for education and general information. It's not personalized financial, investment, or income advice, and it's definitely not a promise about what you'll earn. David and Sarah's results aren't guaranteed or even typical for everyone.
What you decide to do with any money you make, whether that's savings, debt, or eventually investing it, that's a decision worth making with your own full picture in mind, and talking to a professional if you need to.
Warm, quiet. But the first step doesn't require a portfolio. It just requires one weekend.
Smiling. Same time next week?
Smiling back. Same time next week.